Hi, good afternoon. It's Michelle. Thank you so much for showing up. I decided to do a pre-recording of my yoga today. I did Facebook Live yesterday and I did it right at 12 noon, and I realized that everyone is using the internet right now around town in my neighborhood, so I was kind of battling the internet connectivity, and so I'm going to repeat the sequence that I did on Wednesday for Friday. And so it's pre-recorded, but I'll release it on Friday at noon. I hope you join me today. It's a little bit of mindfulness. We'll get some core in today and really just checking in with our bodies, seeing how we're doing. So I used an analogy yesterday that yoga is similar to like learning how to ride a bike or learning how to swim. You have moments of awe, you have moments of chaos where you have no idea what you're doing. But then at a certain point you start to kind of just flow with it. You start to ride your bike and you're not telling yourself, oh, this is how I need to find my center of gravity. It's just something you start to do automatically. And same thing with swimming. You start to realize, oh, I have a certain amount of buoyancy. If I move my arms like so, I propel myself in water. I wonder if I do it a little bit faster or a little bit more efficient by bringing my arm overhead a little bit bigger and larger. So yoga is similar to that, and we explore, we repeat, we learn and grow as we go along. Sorry, I'm outside, so I'm getting a lot of distractions, but I'll be sure just to hone in and tune in to the practice. So if a dog shows up or if you hear some noises around, that's what's happening. So go ahead and sit tall. Open the chest here. Take a full breath in through the nose and out. Bring your hands onto your thighs. They can be palms down or up, and just slide the elbows back to where your elbows are lined up with the torso. And then gently close the eyes here. So we'll take a few moments in silent sitting, just noticing our body and noticing our breath and noticing where we are. So we bring ourselves fully into this present moment. So as you do this, just take a time here if you need to adjust your sitting area. Make sure you're just sitting comfortably, whatever position or pose works for you. And begin to lengthen the breath here. So filling up through the nose, take a full inhale and open up through the lower abdominal, and then a gentle exhalation. And doing that again, a full inhale through the nose, opening up the lower diaphragm, and then a comfortable exhalation. And do that 2 more times. And as you inhale, expand sideways, so noticing the rib cage expanding, and then comfortably exhale. And for this last one, think vertical. Inhale, lengthening the breath through the sitting area, through the crown of the head, and then a comfortable exhalation. So with this awareness of your breath, we'll move into an awareness of our body as we explore through our practice today, becoming a little bit more mindful, a little bit more centered. So draw the palms together at the heart. Bow the head toward the heart center. Blink the eyes open, lift your gaze up, and we'll begin our practice today. So tilt the head to the right side, bring the right ear toward the right shoulder, and then take the right hand and just gently place it over the left ear. So you're stretching out the left neck here. Sit tall, lifting the chest, and continue that smooth and steady breath, lengthening the side of the neck. And then release and gently twist the head, looking diagonally past the right knee. And then bow the head down toward the heart. Lift up the gaze, and we'll do second side. So dropping the head now to the left shoulder. And then take the left hand, place it just above the right ear. Gentle pressure here, nothing too heavy. Holding here for another breath. Release the head, look diagonally down past the knee, and then roll the head down. Lift yourself up, take a twist. Sitting tall, lift and reach the left arm. back of the left hand over the right knee, and then take the right hand behind you just for a little bit of support. But instead of leaning back or side to side, think shoulders are still over that center line. So lift the chest. On the exhale, draw the navel in. Begin to revolve here. And then come back to center. Inhale, lift up, reach the right arm, and cross the right hand over the left knee. And begin to revolve to the left. Take the left hand behind you just for some stability. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, revolve, pulling that right hip back a little bit. One more inhale, exhale. And then come back through center. Begin to reach the left arm over the head. Take the right hand down. Press the left sitting bone down. Side bend here. Lift the chest. Look up for a moment. And then second side. So left hand down, right arm lifts. Bend the left elbow and stretch. Turn the chest a little. Look up. Press the right sitting bone down. Reach the fingers. And coming back to center. So let's take our first downward facing dog. If you're sitting on a blanket or a pillow, remove that now. Spread the fingertips wide. Lift the knees, curl the toes under, and move yourself back in space with the hips. Think about the hip creases lifting up. Draw the head down. And come up to tippy toes for a moment, or the balls of the feet. Begin to press the hands away from you and lift the hips up. And then lower the heels down. Move the heels back in space. One more breath here. And then coming into a high plank just for a moment. Inhale. And then exhale, coming back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Two more like that. Inhale, shifting forward, sternum pulls forward. Exhale, drawing back again in down dog. One more. Gazing forward, slightly ahead on the ground. Thighs stay lifted, inner thighs rolling up. Press the ground away and down. And then exhale, releasing the hips back into down dog. And then stepping the right leg forward, bring the right foot outside the right hand and lower the left knee down. Uncurl the left toes and then bring your hands up to your thigh for a moment. Inhale, hip points lift, draw the ribs in and lift up the left arm. So right hand to right thigh, lift the chest and find a bit of a back bend here. And then exhale, coming into down dog. So ground down through the right hand, step the right leg back. Second side, step the left foot outside the left hand, lower the right knee down, uncurl the toes, and lift the chest, lift the torso. Hip points lift up, drawing the ribs in gently. Inhale, lift the right arm up, and finding a bit of a back bend here. If the knee needs extra padding, you can curl the mat under or have an extra towel or blanket. Finding down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. And then coming to hands and knees for a moment. Finding a little bit of articulation in the spine. So bring the knees underneath the hips. The arms are nice and straight without locking the elbows. Spread the fingertips wide. Wrists are underneath the shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the upper back, lower the tailbone and head. Inhale, reverse. Draw the chest forward. Exhale, round again. Press the shins down, press the hands down. Inhale, open up. Two more just like that. Exhale, round. Notice the lift in the back. Inhale, opening up. And one more here. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Coming back to a neutral spine. Extend the left leg out, toes pointing down. Right arm extends out. You can always ground down that right hand, leave it down. Otherwise, thumb is lifted up. Then lift the back leg up. The toes start to spin out. Just bring the left hip point down. Draw the navel in and lengthen the back of the neck. So tuck the chin down. And then release. Second side. Extend the right leg out. Extend the left arm out. And then lift the right leg. any amount here, just keeping that leg straight. Inner thigh is rolling up. Draw the ribs in and then lower down. So this time we'll do this with the movement. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee draws in, elbow draws in, round the back. Inhale, same side again. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend, push through the heel, extend through the fingertips. Round, lift the navel in. One more, inhale. Exhale. And lowering down, second side, extend. Right leg out, left leg extends. Inhale here. Exhale, round. Inhale, extending out, draw the chest forward. Exhale, rounding again. Draw knee and elbow in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, press the heel away from the body. Reach through the fingers, 2 more. And last one, exhale. Inhale. And make your way into another downward facing dog. We'll take pigeon pose from here. So inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee comes into the nose, and then knee comes to the outer edge of the right wrist. Begin to rotate the right leg down and curl the back toes under to walk yourself back. Coming into pigeon pose. So draw the ribs in. And if your hip is pretty high, like mine is, you can always grab a blanket and place it underneath that hip. So play around with pigeon pose. Trying to maintain a long back, press the back foot down. Flex the right toes. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Draw the ribs in, lift the chest, sitting tall. And then finding down dog. So walk the hands forward. You can remove that blanket. Push yourself up into a 3-legged plank. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. And second side. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. And exhale, knee draws in. Turn the knee out so the knee is to the outside of the left hand. Lift the chest. And then if you're using the blanket, take the blanket and place it underneath the left hip. Keep a nice flexion in the left toes, so toes drawing toward the knee, and press the back leg down. Ribs draw in, sitting tall here for 1 more breath. And make your way to down dog. So walk the hands forward, curl the back toe under, press yourself up, and then sweep yourself back into downward facing dog. And hold here. And slowly walk the feet in toward the hands. And if you need to, take your blocks and place your hands onto the blocks and have a soft bend in the knee if you have tight hamstrings or lower back issues. Inhale, pull the chest forward, and then exhale, fold in with length in the spine. 2 more like that. Inhale, draw the chest forward. You can even bring your hands to shins. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, pull everything up. Exhale, fold. And then rise to stand. Press the feet down. Inhale, look up, reach up with the hands. And exhale, palms draw to heart center. Let's move. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, push the hips back. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Step the right leg back into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Uncurl the toes. Pull the left hip back. Sweep the arms up. Draw the ribs in. Exhale to high plank. Lower all the way down, chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Coming down. Inhale, bhujangasana. Lift the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Hold for a breath. Then step the right leg forward. Lower the left leg down, low lunge. Inhale, lift. Find a little bit of a back bend in your Anjaneyasana, but continue to draw everything in. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left leg forward. head hangs. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, palms draw to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hips push back, forward fold. Step the left leg back into a low lunge. Inhale, lift and rise up. Exhale, coming to high plank. Step the right leg back. Lower everything down, chaturanga. Hugging the elbows in, uncurl the toes, low cobra. Pull the upper arm bones back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for a breath. And then left leg will step forward, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lift everything up. Left hip draws back. Inner thighs pull toward one another. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rising up to stand. Exhale, palms draw to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. Step the right leg back, low lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat, coming into high plank. Lower all the way down, hug the elbows in. This time, Shalabhasana. Uncurl the toes, intertwine the fingers, lift the chest, lift the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for a breath. Right leg steps forward, low lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart center, left side. Inhale, sweep and lift. Exhale, hips push back, forward fold. Step the left leg back, low lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank. Keep the thighs lifted. You can come down to knees for chaturanga, all the way down. Uncurl the toes, Shalabhasana. Lift the legs, lift the inner thighs, clasp hands. Lift the chest. And exhale, coming into down dog. Hold for a breath. Step the left leg forward into your low lunge. Inhale, draw the ribs in. Pull the left heel toward the right knee. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold. This time, coming into Ardha Uttanasana. Draw the chest forward. Hands come to the shins. Use the back muscles to lift the chest. Hold here. Exhale, folding in. Two more like that. Inhale, find a back bend. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. And one more. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, bend your knees. This time, plant the hands down to the mat and step or jump into high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Urdhva Mukha. Roll the chest open. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Hold here for a breath. And then step the left leg forward, this time into a high lunge. So leave the right leg up and pull the right thigh up to the sky. Pull the sternum forward. From here, rising up to stand. Arms come to the side. Inhale, lift the arms up. Then put a nice bend in the back knee and lift the hip points. You can even touch the hip points and move them up. Draw the lower abdominal in. And then begin to press the back leg a little bit straighter. Holding here for a breath. And then we'll take a twist. So lean forward with the torso. Place the right hand down to the inside of the left foot and turn toward the left leg. Draw the left hip back and in and lift the chest. Continue to lift the back thigh. One more breath here. And then coming into down dog or take a vinyasa. So vinyasa would be shifting forward, chaturanga, up dog, to down dog. And hold for breath. This time stepping right leg forward, coming into a high lunge. So establish your stance, pressing down through the entirety of the right foot, and make sure the back heel is over the ankle. Bring your arms out to the side for a moment, and then draw the arms overhead. Lift the chest. Draw the hip points up, lower abdominals, drawing in. Maintaining this for one more breath. Begin to straighten the back leg, any amount, and then finding a twist. Lean forward, drop the left hand down to the inside of the right foot, and lift and reach, facing the right leg. Right hip moves back and hugs in, and then lift up the back thigh. Holding here, trying not to put too much weight on that left hand. One more breath. And then finding down dog or taking a vinyasa. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And hold here. Coming back into the present again. Drawing everything center. And then bend the knees, look forward and jump or step, step. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, rise up. Exhale, palms draw to heart center. Stand in the center of the mat. Fingertips draw together, elbows wide. Bend the knees and jump or step wide. Really press down through the four corners of your feet, toes pointing forward. Lift the chest, long spine here. Expanding through the arms. And then spin the left toes in and the right toes turn out. Finding second warrior here. Bend the right knee. Gaze over the right fingertips. Move the right shin forward a little bit and press straight the left leg. Holding here. And then take the left hand, place it behind you and either catch hold of the right thigh or just hold the waistband, that's fine too. Finding side angle. So shifting to the side in this half bind and place the forearm to the thigh. Begin to use that connection of forearm to thigh as a lever to twist yourself. Lift the chest and use your legs here. Really tune into the back leg. Draw the ribs in. Begin to hold here for one more breath. And then straighten the front leg into bound triangle. So place the hands to the shin, or if the block is right there, the block can come to the inside of the foot, and you can use that as well for stability. Continue to turn here. Holding, maintaining the bind, and then release the arm here, and turn the palm toward the front of the mat and reach over the ear. And then for some, you'll bring the lower arm up as well. So parallel arms with triangle legs for one more breath, and we'll rise to stand here. Press through the feet, lifting up, expand through the arms. And then parallel the feet, give your arms a quick break. Roll the shoulders back, second side. Spin the left toes out, the right toes spinning in, or you can pivot that right heel back. Expanding out, so it's a really wide stance in warrior two. Bend the left knee and bring that knee over the ankle so it's not collapsing in or out, and it's not back here and it's not too far ahead. You have to play with that. So gaze over left fingertips, shoulders over hips, press the back leg straight, and then take the right hand and find that bind again. You can place it to the left thigh or to the waist. Begin to shift and finding side angle here. So place the forearm to the thigh and begin to use that pressure to help you rotate. Be very active in the legs. Press the foot down of the right foot. Draw the ribs in and holding here for one more breath. And then straighten that left leg. Place the hand to the shin or a block, and then continue to roll open. Trikonasana, triangle pose with a bind. Expanding, lifting, holding here for one more breath. And then release the top arm up. Palm faces the back. and then reach the arm overhead. And then for some, you'll parallel the arms. Find length in the left side of the body here. Turn the chest open, holding for another breath. And then rise to stand. Parallel the feet, hands come to the hips, and then you can jump or step your feet together. Okay, jump and step wide here. Bend the knees, jump or step, and then hands to the hips again. Begin to turn the toes toward the corners of the mat, and the heels can slide in. So you're at an angle with the toes. Bend the knees here, lift the chest and draw the navel in. Be very active here in the legs. So lower the hips a little bit, pull the knees back, and then expand through the arms here. And then for some, hands can sweep overhead, or you can bring the hands to the hips again. So lowering down a little more, pull the knees back, ribs draw in, chest is lifted. Holding here for another breath, and then lower the left hand down, and the right arm comes overhead. So you can either use the forearm to thigh, like side angle, or bring the hand and back the arm to the inside of the leg for a little bit of a twist, open twist, and then back to center and second side. Lowering the hand down, lift and reach up here. Keep the hips down, knees pulling back. Draw the ribs in, arm reaches overhead, and then coming back through center. Bring your hands to your hips. Begin to shift side to side. So you just straighten one leg at a time, maintaining shoulders over hips, holding here. Keep that movement for 2 more breaths, and then come back to center and release up. And then step to the top of your mat. Coming into parsvakonasana, intense pyramid forward fold posture. Take a hold of your blocks if you need them. You'll place them on either side of your feet, hands to your hips, and then step the left leg back. So you want to make sure your feet are on like railroad tracks, not on a tightrope. So there's some space in between the feet. Begin to wrap the left hip forward and press down through the outer edge of the back heel, so the heel is grounded. That happens through the glute working, the thigh working, all the big muscles here. And then turn the hip forward, and then right hip pulls back. Now connect to the right big toe as you lift the arms up. Lift the chest here, and then reach forward. So chest draws forward here. We're making this a little bit of a core activity before we release fully into the pose. So draw the hands forward. Think Ardha Uttanasana here, half forward fold. Use the back muscles, and then exhale, fold. Hands come to blocks, or they can come to the ground. Let the head hang. Press the back heel down, and again, find the connection between the right toe and the hip. Pull the right hip back, and wrap the left hip forward. Holding here. Finding standing split, so walk the hands forward, lift the back heel up, have a soft bend in the standing leg, and then lift the back leg up any amount here. Let the head dive down, straighten the back leg, doesn't have to be high. Holding for 1 more breath, and then slowly bend the right leg, coming back into parsvakonasana. Parsvakonasana. Inhale, pull the chest forward, coming halfway up, arms by the ears. With the strength of your body, rise to stand and step forward. We'll do the same thing second side. So taking blocks if needed, placing them to the outside of the feet, and then stepping the right leg back this time. Wrap the right hip forward, ground down through the back heel, and pull the left hip back. So finding your stance here, making sure the feet are wide enough apart. Lift the chest, lift the arms. Take a moment here, full inhale. Exhale, reach forward, pushing the hips back. Hold. Inhale, draw the sternum forward. Use the strength of the legs and the hips to stabilize. And then on the exhale, folding in. Hands can draw to blocks or to the mat. and let the head hang. Press the back heel down, move the back thigh back, and make sure that front leg is nice and straight. So if you're up here or your knee is excessively bent, just take that block and use that to help elevate. Maybe just coming halfway down. And standing split from here. So lift the back heel, shift the weight into the left foot, and then with a straight leg, lift the back leg up, dive the head down. Hands ground down. I'm on my fingertips, but you can certainly plant the palms down. Holding here. One more breath. Coming back into parsvakonasana. Arms next to the ears. Rising up to stand. And come to the top of your mat. Okay, we're coming down to the mat now. We'll do a few postures here for our core, and then we'll take you back home into your day. So coming into all fours, walk the knees back. So you're in a bit of a knee plank here. Draw the hips forward, chest pulls forward, chaturanga push-ups. So with the chest pulling forward, bend at the elbows and come halfway down and hold, and then pressing up here. Doing that a few more times. Hips stay nice and strong and connected, not dropping and not overly lifted here. So hopefully we have a nice diagonal between knees, hips, and chest. Bend the elbows and then pressing up. A few more. Coming down, using the breath, lifting up. 3 more. And push. 2 more. Even if it's just like an inch, just make it your choice here to stay in this. And I forget, so we'll just do 1 more. I forgot to count. Great. And then coming back to your hands and knees for a moment. Inhale here, lift and rotate, and then exhale, cross the arm under and just thread it. Inhale, rotate, opening the chest, lift the left arm, exhale, left hand underneath the torso. And last one here. And bring the hand down. Inhale, open toward your right, and then exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, opening, exhale, rotate. Inhale, open, and last one. And then coming into a knee plank for a moment. So these next few postures, feel free to stay in this more quadruped where you have a 90-degree angle from torso to hip. And you can extend the leg back, knee to the outer arm. So I'm just doing a little preview. Or crossing the knee under. Or we'll do that in plank. So coming into down dog or staying right here on hands and knees. Inhale if you're doing plank. Sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee toward the nose, round the spine. Inhale, lift back. Exhale, right knee to the outside of the right arm. Inhale, sweep back into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, crossing under into a twist. Knee to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right hip points down. Exhale, coming into a downward dog. Hold for breath. Inhale here, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, 3-legged plank, knee into nose, round the spine. Push the ground away from you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, lift. And the twist, so crossing the knee under, knee to the outside of the right arm. Press down the hands, sweep the leg up, hip point drawing down, and lower that leg down. And take a breath. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale here, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee toward the nose, push the ground away from you. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, leg to the outside of the arm. Inhale, push the ground away, sweep the leg back. Exhale, knee to the outside of the left arm. And coming back, 3-legged plank. And lower the leg down. Take a breath. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, knee toward the nose. Inhale, leg comes back. Exhale, knee to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, leg back, crossing under and hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, lower the foot down. And then come to hands and knees for a moment. And taking a quick pause here, sitting back on the heels, lift the chest, and just bring the palms up for a moment. Coming back to center. Holding here for 3 more rounds of breath. Parvakonasana, so reverse table. Bring the feet forward, feet are flat. So you don't want the knees right over the ankles for this one, but walk the feet back. Fingertips face forward. Lift the chest here, draw the ribs in. Begin to lean back into the arms as the elbows hug in, and then press the heels down, lift the hips up. So you're using the backs of the legs and the glutes. Look down the body for a moment, and for some you can drop the head back. Press down to lift up, holding for 1 more breath. Slowly lower the hips down. Head is the last thing to come back if you brought the head back. So this is our back bend for today. We'll do this 1 more time. You have the option to repeat tabletop or extend the legs out for full parvakonasana. So the goal will be to try to point the toes down to the ground as you fully open the chest with the strength of the back body. Draw the ribs in, hands walk behind the hips, and begin to press up, lifting the hips, lean back into the arms, lift the chest, open up, open the shoulders, press down the toes, lift the hips, roll the inner thighs in, holding, open up, 1 last breath here, and lower down the hips. Coming down to lying on our backs, slowly bring yourself down and hug the legs into the chest. Extend the right leg out, place the right hand to the thigh, and then lift up the left leg. Intertwine the fingers behind the left thigh. Press the left thigh away from you, flex the toes, and then bend the knee and then cross the left knee over the right leg. Extend the left arm out, and then your gaze can come over toward the left hand. Holding here. Slowly come back to center, hug the knees in, and then extend the left leg out. Make sure the chin is not overly lifting. You have a nice long neck. Lift up the right leg, hug the back of the right thigh, and press the thigh into the hands. Holding for a breath. Left hand can press the left thigh down if it's starting to lift. And then bend the right knee, cross the knee over the left leg. Right arm extends out, gaze is over right shoulder. Slowly roll to your back. Savasana. Gently close the eyes. Legs naturally roll open. The arms are by the sides, palms lifted. Take several rounds of breath here that are nice and calming. So a gentle inhale and a long exhale. Softening at belly center. And just observing the breath here at navel center. Allow the face muscles to relax. Allow the jaw to soften. Allowing yourself to rest in Shavasana for a brief moment here. Absorbing the practice, honoring your body. Bringing it all back to center. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a fuller inhale. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale here. Bend the knees. Roll to the right side of the body, lying on the right side of the body for a moment. And then press yourself up to a seated position. Draw the palms together at the heart. Bow the head, rub the palms together, creating heat. And then cup the center of your warm palms over the eyes. Open your eyes into your hands and move your hands away from your face. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your practice today. I will see you next time.